surgery. So you leave the kids at home.
Yep.
And how long are you, best case scenario, going to be gone for?
Best case is only like 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, really quick trip. Man, worst case forever.
Right.
So we went to LA, had great little faith moments. An Irish lady walked up and gave me a medal that said, if you knew how much I loved you, you'd cry for joy. It was a Medjugorje medal. We flew in, the accommodations, we had to switch. The accommodations first were horrid. And I had this moment in time where I said, I don't want this for Kim, this room we were in. And then I'm like, and I'll have just come out of heart surgery, so I don't want it for me either. So we moved rooms, and the hospital's amazing. They're so efficient. They were cruising me through. And it was really powerful the day I met the surgeon, which was the day before the surgery. So there's this moment in time where I'm sitting in a room. I remember it's super cold, and Kim's off trying to adjust the thermostat to, as she does, make things better for me. And this guy takes like 45 minutes to show up. And every other appointment was just clockwork. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there, and this doctor, I'm thinking, this guy stops hearts for a living. He probably has a huge ego. If I meet him and I can't trust him, that's gonna be scary, you know? And then I'm starting to assess who he is, because he's 45 minutes late for a meeting with me.
Exactly. And you're important.
I'm important just because I'm important, but I'm also a heart patient, you know? So this big, burly 6'4" guy rolls in, and an amazing guy, and he basically explains to me that I have so I do have a cleft valve. He says I don't have what's called a superior vena cava, which is the main tube that brings blood from your head and your arms to your heart. And so whatever formed in utero to allow me to have blood in my heart is right across the place where they typically go in for this surgery. And so he explains he goes, your things are pretty messed up in there. And he said, the only good news I have for you is I'm the only guy in the world that has seen all of these things, and I promise you I can handle it. And it was amazing, you know. And then another piece of it, I asked a few questions, and I said, I have one other question for you. And he says, what? I said, are you a man of faith? And he said, yes. And I was like, oh, I wish I would have asked a little bit more. So I said, it doesn't totally matter,
Right.
But what faith? And he said, Roman Catholic. And it was like, okay, we got this, you know. And I could feel people's prayers. Like I could literally, there was a mountain of people praying for me. And I had ridiculous amount of peace from that moment all the way through to the surgery. And there's great moments where, like, Kim said goodbye, and there's the reality that could be the last, but it just was not. I just knew I was going to be fine, and it was really powerful. And I'll share one other moment was when I was in the surgery. They said make a video that you could watch to put you at ease before you go under, and you could keep your iPod with you, is what I had at the time, and just watch it, and then you go under, and everything's fine. So I make this one video, and it has this dramatic music, and it's just my kids and my wife, and I'm bawling just looking at it, like nowhere near surgery. Yeah. I'm like, this is not. So I sent, and this was the night before the surgery, I sent out to all my friends, send me funny pictures of yourself, because I just want to be happy. Right. So like several people sent me really cool photos, and I integrated that into a video, and it was get by with a little help from your friends. And I had my family interlaced in there, but much better video that I could watch. And so I'm rolling in, and another moment where like this big steel door, like total otherworldly stuff, and the doctor walks by and says hi to me, and I'm laying there, and he goes, you're probably not going to remember a lot of this, but you know, you're going to be fine. I got this. And so we roll in, and there's just, I had my surgery with a Da Vinci robot, so there's this robot there with these arms and just screens, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then they're like, how much? And they're talking over me like I'm not there, and they said, how much should we give him of whatever to relax him? And I said, folks, I'm pretty relaxed, you know. And they said, yeah, your heartbeat's pretty low. And so, yeah, I remember I started the video and then I faded away, and it was a very peaceful thing, so it was cool.